Hello survivors, and welcome back to Shojiki Gaming. My name is Paul, and today I'm here to tell you that I've made a decision. Since I first started this YouTube channel, I always told myself that if a game became either not fun anymore, or if views started to dwindle on it, that I would consider ending a series. And it looks like that time has now come, for now at least, for 7 Days to Die. I've been looking at the performance of the last couple of 7 Days to Die's videos, and I've noticed that the view count is a lot lower than previous videos. Now that could be due to a couple of factors. Obviously, I took a bit of a break from YouTube in general, which probably didn't help with my reach, my impressions, etc. And also, obviously, the game's been out on console and PC for a good couple of months now. So, as expected, people have got their hands on the game. They're not going to want to watch videos so much. They want to play the game themselves. So it was totally expected that this would happen. And obviously it goes without saying as well that my videos aren't exactly an expert's guide on how to play the game. Clearly my progression's been a little bit slower than some channels. There's a lot of channels, big popular channels out there, which they know exactly what they're doing. They know how to get to where they need to get to in the game, and it's a good demonstration of how to maximize your gameplay. My channel's not about that. It's never been about that. It's been about me just learning to play games, enjoying myself, and just sharing that chaos and madness with you guys. So it totally makes sense that there are going to be less viewers on this game, and that's perfectly understandable. The other thing, as well, as I said, although I am very much still enjoying playing this game, I did mention in a previous video that I'm not really feeling Navezgane all that much compared to my first series where I played through on a random gen world. Navezgane just feels really small. I know a few people have sort of mentioned that loot drops and that kind of thing aren't necessarily as good, and I certainly don't feel like the cities and other sort of areas are as exciting as a random gen world. It definitely feels smaller. In fact, on this video that I've just previously recorded here, I just basically cycled from one side of the map to the other, and it took about 10 minutes, if that. Not going at a particularly fast pace, so it definitely feels small. I've not technically tested it on one of the random gen worlds, but I'm pretty sure they are bigger. So yeah, as nice as Navezgane is, I'm just not enjoying it all that much. So with those two things combined, I think it's time to put this series to sleep, at least. Now, don't worry, I'm well aware that a large portion, if not the majority of my subscribers, subscribe to this channel purely based on the 7 Days to Die content. So don't worry, this isn't the last time I'm going to be playing 7 Days to Die. It will definitely be returning in the future, most likely on a random gen map. And maybe with some mods. So if you guys have got any suggestions on what mods we could try, again, I've mentioned before, there was that Darkness Falls one. I don't know much about it. I don't know how much it changes the game, but I'd certainly consider that. But if there are any other kind of mods that you would suggest that I installed to just mix up the gameplay a little bit, get it a bit more exciting, then let me know. So since you guys subscribe for 7 Days to Die, and obviously I will still want to bring you guys content that you enjoy, I'm hoping that there are a lot of other survival games that you be into. I play all sorts of survival games. The reason I love 7 Days to Die so much is because of the survival aspects. So fingers crossed a lot of you guys feel the same way. So shortly after I publish this video, I'm going to upload a survey to the community section of the channel, and just to try and get an idea of what kind of other games you'd like to see. I've got a few survival games in my library which I've only really scratched the surface on. I think I mentioned this back in one of the very earlier videos. I've got things like Subnautica, Stranded Deep, Empyrean, Galactic Survival, I think it's called, and a few others. So I'll pop a survey up anyway. List the games I've got, and then I'll also maybe leave a section for you guys to suggest if there's anything else you'd like to see. And maybe there's another zombie game, like Project Zomboid, for example. Maybe you want to see that. I did actually try to make some videos on Project Zomboid, and I was having some weird frame rate issues. But if that one was to win the vote, then I'm more than happy to try and figure out those issues and try and get some videos out to you. Could be quite exciting actually with the whole permadeath mechanic. Maybe we'll get a few stories out there on that game. So yeah, so that'll be up very shortly after you see this video. And yeah. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody. As I said, this series especially is when I really noticed the subscriber count rose on my channel, and I really do appreciate that. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be at my 335 subscribers I think I'm on now. So yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I really appreciate you, that I still want to be bringing more content for you guys to enjoy. I just need your help and to let me know what it is you want to see. So yeah, I'm probably going to be getting back into YouTube again more frequent. I know I sort of released a few videos and then stopped for another week. That will increase again. I'm just trying to figure out a rotation. Ideally, what I would like is to have at least one survival game, one single player game, such as, you know, Fallout London or Baldur's Gate 3, and then potentially an MMO as well. I've got a few ideas of what MMOs I'd like to play. Obviously, I'm doing the Ashes of Creation weekend recording at the moment, but that's in a very early state. I don't think there's going to be that much content in that game, hence why I've not released that many videos on it so far. Kind of waiting for things to flesh out a little bit in the second phase of the alpha, but you never know, I might do a few more videos on that. But yeah, there's a few MMOs I've really wanted to get my teeth into, so I'm thinking about maybe doing like a 100% completion of Elder Scrolls Online, something like that. Again, if you've got any suggestions on that, let me know, you know, if you guys are also interested in that kind of thing. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Again, massive thank you to you all, really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.